So we're going to start this video with the mantra of my channel. In Low ELO, we do not resign. Okay, I realized that we saw that maybe Lord Scuba resigned at once. And to be honest, I don't even remember that. And maybe somebody else was playing on my account. I don't know. I did not do that. I was checkmated, probably. Or a family emergency happened and I needed to just get out of there, and I was probably winning anyway. Anyway, so we are in another game review. We are playing the Stonewall. This one I think is kind of it's not super dynamic. If you look, it's 59 moves, um, and it's a slower game. We're playing the Stonewall. They come out, they do the pin, we block the pin, they take the pin. This has happened twice to us now. And we're kind of just going through. This is one of the ones where they're doing that weirdness with the pawns. That's not something I'm super familiar with. They come out here. I decide to take this way. Now this was so I do see now that I have the benefit of hindsight and a powerful chess engine that this was a bad idea, because there was no follow-up. I could have left that. Now, if they take, there is a follow-up. If I come up here, now do I know exactly what they were doing up here? Not really, just being kind of annoying, and this pawn's protected. So, because if they take, you take, and you take, but then this is open. I don't know. Allows you to maybe en passant and feel real fancy. So that is a bad idea. And as you can see, the evaluation bar, it starts to it's like a slow grind down. The opponent is playing really good, tight moves to, better their position. This, I don't super worry too hard about it because you can always take back with the queen and you put the queen there. I do think that, I do agree that was probably not great. But hey, it is what it is. We're trading pieces at this point. I don't think trades are super bad. I'm expecting, to come down here or something like that. They decide to go back. I want to protect these squares. I think I'm coming here to here to here because this is an outpost. That's pretty annoying. So, the plan was to bring it up here, and then I realized this was empty, and I like to have a knight here because we are creatures of habits. So I throw it there just to maintain, and I was super worried about the queen coming down here. So I do like to have that off the board, not that square defended. And now I'm coming down because my idea is to put the bishop right here and attack the queen. Did that work? Kind of, but not really. And this is that weird formation I was talking about where they just put everything on white. My dark squared bishop is unfortunately stuck behind my dark square pawns, so that's not doing great. They are attacking this twice now. Now, do I think it's a super big threat at this exact time? No, because if you take, I take, you take, I take. So that square was fine. I decided to continue with my idea to bring this over because there's a new idea in the house, and that is to come here with a discovered attack and a discovered fork. And so with the attack, that's twice. So you have to move. Now it's not as good as, getting the king and the queen, but hey, I was excited to do it. I was like, oh man, that's such a good idea. I moved my rook over to come here. Now it maybe would have been better to move my pawns, but these are scary pawns to move because you're taking away your boys here. They decide to move up. I choose to ignore this threat on the basis of I'm about to get a lot more material. They move up to stop this threat. Let's see. And so I see a crazy idea here. I see a crazy idea at this point. It was actually at this point. So, and I'm going to tell you the idea. You put in the comments before you pause it and tell me the play. Don't tell me the play. Just know that it's a bad play. Why the play is bad. How about that? Okay. So, why the play is bad. The idea is to come here. Come here. Come over here. Then, let's see, they do something. I figured they would come down here. Now, did I know what they would do here exactly? No, but I knew that I was going to get a pawn. I was just going to get a pawn. And they can't take this one because it's defended. So that was the plan. Now, if they came here, the continuation would be to come here. No. If they came here, so remember, takes, up here takes. If they go back, take here. And then you're offering a queen trade. If they take, you take. All right. Then they are going to take back. Look at this. I'm a genius. And they take. Now, in this position, we're going to pause it here. There is a problem. Okay? There's a big problem. Pause. Wait to find out. Okay. Now, I'm a genius. This is exactly what happens. Look at this. Watch. Takes. Moves back. Forks. They take. I take. They make. Boom. Now we'll pause again. If you think back, there is a problem I did not account for. I lose the exchange. I did not account for this rook having moved down to the file that I was taking on. Now, let's see. If I did not take, they're still up. This is just, and it's crazy. Half the board gets wiped away. And I did not realize that I lost the exchange. And that's why, like, calculating, long lines, I was watching a video about it, and they were like, oh, is it useful? Well, when at the end of the day, and a pawn is not game-changing. It's not, terrible. Now, granted, they're at 3, so it's a pawn as far as material, but with their position and everything, it's basically like they have an extra piece. So I decide to start pressuring the bishop. I'm hoping these are 2 passed pawns. These can be really strong. I saw this move. Let's see. They move over. I saw that move right there. So right as I did that, I saw that move. And I think the plan was to come here to pull this over and blockade, and then eventually come up, depending on what they do. Like if they came here or something. My calculation skills are obviously not great. I did not think they would push by. They wanted the best move would be to do that. So now here's a bit of trickiness. I decide to start. We both have the same idea to activate our kings. We're, if not in, close to the end game now. They move over. I'm not sure what this does. I think just makes it to where I can't skewer anything. So thanks for that, opponent. I start with some checks. They are stuck here. I need some way to offer a check. They're stuck and incredibly secure at the same time. If I had a bishop, I could have checkmated him. A light squared bishop. Gimme a light squared bishy. So they move over. I did not. I knew this was something. I didn't know how dangerous it was going to be. I move over, hoping to catch their rooks. They move down. Smart. And then this is the move that is completely wasteful. They can't come down anyway. They can't come down. So this was ridiculous. I did not see this at all. This is genius. This is I'm not a 600 ELO. Just parking a rook right there. I'm thinking, because it's smart what they did. It is, because you come down, you take, and now you have a rook. A rook and a bishop. It's a good plan. So my idea now is to blockade them and try and get my king over to help with this fight. We're just losing all our rooks. Fine. And then I have 2 passed pawns, and it does not matter. The goal here was, and I should have blockaded. Should have blockaded. Now, I don't think it matters as much. They queen, I take, and I'm just down a rook for a pawn. It's just bad. It's just bad. But my plan here was, if they go down, they take, I take, and, I mean, nothing happens. So, they take back. Didn't calculate that at all. For some reason, me attacking a pawn was like, oh my god, they took me back. So that was great. I decided to try and pin. They're continuing to make, I would say, good moves for our ELO and protecting. I can't do much. I have to come down. Unfortunately, that means I leave this pawn hanging. Now, what would have been crazy is if the pawn would have been here and I would have realized to blockade, and like there's 1,000 other ways this could have gone. They queen, I take, as you do. I move this over. They're on the same file. I have to like get in there somehow. They take. I protect this pawn. And now it's kind of a scramble, you know. There's so many different things to take, to defend, that it's really hard. I'm still trying to defend this pawn. Maybe I can push it up. This pawn's hanging. There's absolutely like pins and stuff. I decided to do a YOLO boy, because right here, what I really wanted to do was somehow get up, and over, and that's checkmate. And that's 1, 2, 3. Technically, it is on the far side of doable in terms of that. And the problem is with the calculation, and nothing's forcing. Nothing's forcing at all. You come here, they come down, you come down here. So it's not good calculation, not a good plan. I don't have a big plan. And as you can see, I just get slowly dismantled. And it's rough. They come in, they're using their rooks and king, and I can't do a whole lot. I'm just trying to survive. You know, if I'm not in check, I'm moving or trying to move my rook to a position to gobble up more pieces or protect me. One thing I'm definitely trying to do is keep it off the same color so I don't get pinned, and off the same diagonals so skewers aren't happening. That's kind of what I'm super afraid of. This was inevitable. There's nothing to be done there. I felt real dumb when they did it, but it was kind of inevitable. And now I'm, you know, if this isn't here, I come in here, I hit, they hit, and now I just go for the pawn, take down, and you know, maybe I can make something happen there. They did not. They moved that over to defend. I decide to do another check because I'm desperate. This is just to get out of the way and hope I can hope something can happen. They come down. I come down here. So I realize, I realize that have a discovered check, but I also realize that this pawn can be taken by my rook for free. They do exactly what they should have did. I come down because, again, it can be taken, except it can't. So takes, and now it's the opposite. And I just sacrificed my rook. So that wasn't a real threat either. They just move it over. And now I'm trying to get them. I want them to play checkmate. So I want them to start blundering their pieces here, 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 here. Except I can't because of that. Oh, you see how dirty that would have been? I would have sacrificed. I would have been here, here, and I would have just doop. I was looking at that, and then here, and then you're fighting some real tough battles. They come in. Now, why did I do this? Why did I do this? You may be asking. Well, it's because old Lord Scuba is a crafty boy. And when they did this, I realized I can't really go anywhere. Can't go here. Can't go here. Can't go here. Can't go here. Huh. Which means if they take me, it's a stalemate. Now, did they have to... And that's the only that's kind of one of the reasons I didn't want to do this, is because like they could just do here, here. I mean, you know, they could have went away, and all they have to do for checkmate is bring this down. My boy ain't moving, and there are some pretty tricky lines. Where it talks about, let's see. Wait, what? Yeah, whatever. So they could have played checkmate a few times. There. This one makes me laugh. And I was like, yeah, this is the immortal rook right now. It cannot be taken. And watch, because you can go there. They go up. I mean... Now, you're struggling because they're about to queen. And let's see. I mean, you come here. You come there. You come there and queen, and you're kind of in checkmate. But what happened in the game? Stalemate. Stalemate with 13 points of extra material. They're mad. They ain't never been madder. They tilted. 680. I did it in focus mode, so I didn't know. Man, though. Look at this. They are tilting hard. Are they meaning to do this? No way. Maybe they're smurfing. They were doing blitz. They got tired of that. And then they just went on. Looks like they played one more game after me, lost, and who knows? Who knows? Anyway, so we had a lot of fun. Yeah. Enjoyed that.